Alright, so today's lesson, fraction, decimal, percent. So we have here a fraction of 1/5. I've already set it up. So who can tell me what would be my next step in this? Miguel, what's your next step? Quick.
Well, you put a 0 on top, and then 0 times 5 is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1, and then you put a decimal on the bottom, and then bring down the 0, so 5 goes into turn 2 times, so
Okay.
2 times 5 is 10, so that gives us 0.2.
So we're done there. Thank you. So my decimal is 0.2. I technically usually don't write the 0 on the front. Some of you are used to it, and that's perfectly fine. So this would be called my decimal. Now, who can raise your hand and tell me what would be my percent? Julio, what would be my percent? 20 what? 20%. Don't forget to write the 20%. How did he do that? Well, you take, remember the word deep from yesterday? If I have 0.2, I'm going to move it 2 times to the right, so 1, 2. Oh no, I have this empty space right there that I fill in with a 0, so it's 20%. Okay, we're good? Now, because you guys kind of did this yesterday, what if I give you, instead of the fraction, I start off with the percent, 17%. So how do I turn the 17% into a decimal, into a fraction? How do I go the other way? Talk to your team. Let's see if someone in your team knows what would be the decimal, what would be the fraction, and why. Why? Talk to your team about it. What do you think it is? Their answer. Some of you know it, some of you might not know it. We're trying to be what would be the decimal? I agree. Anybody else in your team agrees? Tell them. Tell them why. What do you guys think? Okay. So, I disagree. Was it 1.7? I agree with that answer. Alright. I agree with that answer. The rest of your team have that answer? I would be up here. I'm worried about your answer, not about that. Christian, you don't even have to. Okay. Raise your hand if you can tell me what would be the decimal genesis of this. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Say it one more time. 0.17. I agree with 0.17 because if I go backwards, if it's 17%, here is my decimal, right? Salvador, it's in the back. I am going to move it forward 1, 2, and now my decimal is in the front. Okay, fraction. What is our fraction? Yes.
1/7.
Not quite. Not quite. What are my fraction? Now, okay, let me ask you this. What are percents always out of? 100. Like when you take a test, what percent do you want to get? 100%, right? Because you know you got them all right, 100%. So percents are out of 100, so what would my fraction be? Very good. Right? Because, let's write this down. Percents are out of 100. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm writing too fast for you, you can always stay for nutrition and catch up with us, okay? So if you're falling behind, that's fine. Don't worry. You can stay in for nutrition. I'll give you an extra 5 minutes to copy this down. That's so nice. Got it? Alright, now what if I give you the decimal 55? What would be the percent and what would be the fraction? Okay, talk to your neighbors. What can you guys fill out? Can you guys fill out the whole thing? What's the percent? What's the fraction? Help your neighbors. Okay. We're good? Extra time. Extra time? Should we be better over here? Okay, what's the fraction? All right. Okay, who wants to raise your hand and tell me what is a percent of this? Percent, yes. 55%, very good. And the fraction, Shacy? 55 out of 100. But I would like you to simplify it. Go, divide by 5.
Why do we have to simplify?
Always.
Show me why. Show me why.
Jalen? I always want to call you Jocelyn, but I know it's not Jocelyn. Jalen. 11 over 20. Okay? It's always important to simplify. Always check your fractions to make sure you can, if they need to be simplified. It's something you have to get used to because when you get into the higher math, all your teachers are expecting you to simplify. So it's a good habit to pick up. Okay. Are we okay? So we can go every which way? Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going